Hi everyone, it's Val, and today I'm going to be making stuffed peppers, and I do this with rice. I use ground beef and rice. So I'm going to start out with this is chuck, ground chuck, 80% lean ground chuck, and I'm going to put it in the pan here. And with that, I'm going to be using some onions. So I'll put that in, and I'm going to turn this on and saute this up. Get my ground chuck. I'm trying to record today using the GoPro, and the GoPro is hooked to my shelf. So if this is a bad angle, y'all let me know. I'm trying to use a GoPro to try to do a few different things now. Trying to get used to it, and we'll see how this works out with these peppers. But for my rice, I'm going to be using, or for my stuffing, I'm going to be using rice. So I have my water boiling, just about boiling here. So I'm going to do, I think, 2 cups of rice. It's just Steve and I having dinner tonight. I'm going to make a little bit of extra because I work late on Monday nights, and this way he'll have something to eat. So we'll start the rice cooking there, and ground beef is getting started. Now I have my water boiling in this pot because my my peppers, I'm gonna cut my peppers over here. Let me get the peppers for you. I got 3 of the nice green peppers here. Alright, so I've halved my peppers. I've cut my peppers, green peppers, in half. This is the way I cook them. I'm going to stick them in this pot of boiling water just to kind of get any bacteria off them and just blanch them a little bit. So that's the way I do it. I'm not sure how anybody else does it, but that's the way I do it. My ground beef is coming along nicely. I'm not going to put a whole lot of spices in here. I'll just add a little salt and a little pepper. I'm not going to put a lot of spices because I'm going to use my homemade spaghetti sauce, and my homemade spaghetti sauce has all the green peppers and onions and all the Italian spices already in it. So I'm going to use that in my ground beef. I have my homemade spaghetti sauce here in the jar. I don't know if you can see the spices and stuff that's already in the bottle. Open that up. Okay, so I have my butter flavored spray for my pan, and I'm going to use this casserole pan here. I'm just going to spray it so it doesn't stick. A little left in there. And I'm going to pull my peppers out. And they're not all the way cooked through. I'm also going to preheat my oven to 350. They're not all the way cooked through, but I'm going to take them and just kind of lay them down this pan. I know a lot of people do stuffed peppers. They use a whole pepper and stuff the pepper, but we like a lot of the filling in the pepper, so we kind of do it this way and then use the filling to overflow into the pan. So There you go. Have my peppers in the pan. And they're ready to go, ready to be stuffed. I'm going to turn this front burner off and dump my water out. And I'm going to add my spaghetti sauce into my ground beef. Check on my rice here. Rice still has a little ways to go. Now I'm going to use a can of tomato paste also in the sauce, because the sauce is a little thin. So I'm going to go ahead and put a small can of the tomato paste in there to thicken it up. Got me a really nice cantaloupe from the grocery store today. I think I'm going to cut this and use this for dinner too. So I'm gonna, while the rice is cooking, I'm gonna cut this up. Okay, I got my cantaloupe cut up, so this is ready for dinner, my cantaloupe. And I think the rice is done. It looks like it's done now, and it's real starchy. And I know a lot of people say don't rinse the starch out of the rice, but I do. So I'm going to take it to the sink and rinse it out. All right, and my second thing of rice, I'm going to put them both in there. So that was probably about 4 or 5 cups of cooked rice that I put in there. And if you can see it, this is the rice, hamburger, and sauce mixture, which looks really good. All my burners are turned off now. So what I'm going to do is take my green peppers. Can you see them? Take my green peppers and put the rice mixture in them. And I'm going to let it run over the sides, because we really like a lot of mixture in our peppers. We like extra, and we're going to eat it all anyway. All right, so I have my rice and hamburger mixture here, and I'm going to get some mozzarella cheese, and this is shredded mozzarella, and I'm going to just put this over the top so that it'll melt, because everything basically is cooked. It's just got to heat up now and get to a nice temperature. So we're going to make it nice and cheesy. Okay, so that's my stuffed peppers. They're going to go in the oven. I'm going to cook them probably about half an hour or so, and I'll come back and show you what they look like when they're done. So I'm going to put my timer on for, let's say, 35 minutes to start, and we'll see what that looks like, and we'll come back and see.
Hey everybody, it just came out of the oven. It's nice and hot. I'll go ahead and pull out a bell pepper. Don't that look good? It smells good too.
Do you want Parmesan cheese?
I don't think I want any Parmesan cheese. I think there's enough cheese on there. Get some more of this rice that's come out there. Throw that in there. Oh, doesn't that look yummy?
It does look good.
And then some cantaloupe. Put some cantaloupe in a separate bowl. I'm gonna do something that most people don't do. I'm gonna put a little salt on my cantaloupe. Just makes it taste a little bit better. And there you have it.
Do you want to take a?
Bon appetit.
Do you want to take a bite and see how
No,
it tastes? It's a little warm.
no. Got to cool off a little bit. Bon appetit.